Obviously, pretty gutted about the decision. We thought it was going to go our way, but it certainly has proven that there was no way to win this through the courts.
Family together in helicopters, meaning that if all of them were wiped out, Harry would end up becoming king. The prince was over-assertive with his father over a matter that William had completely misinterpreted. Even senior aides are known to tread lightly around the prince.
It's a story that has shaken the royal family to its very core, a tale of tension, fear, and stakes so high they're almost unimaginable. King Charles is reportedly devastated by a decision he never thought would happen, yet somehow did.
Wish someone had told me that beforehand. The decision has been a surprise as well as not a surprise.
What many assumed would resolve one way has instead confirmed a harsh reality. When it comes to family, and sometimes fate, there's no winning through the courts. Inside Buckingham Palace, whispers of unease ripple through the halls like a chilling wind.
William may always appear to be composed in public, but insiders describe him as occasionally difficult to handle.
Picture this. The family together in helicopters. It may seem like an ordinary scene to the outside world, but in royal circles, it's anything but. One tragic accident could instantly thrust Prince Harry into the line of succession. The mere thought reportedly sends shivers down the spine of those inside the palace. The tension, sources say, began with Prince William being over-assertive with his father over a misunderstanding, something that might seem trivial to the public.
The decision has been a surprise as well as not a surprise. For the time being, it's impossible.
But monumental behind palace walls. Even senior aides reportedly tread lightly around him, aware that a single misstep could ignite a storm. For King Charles, the nightmare is painfully real. One catastrophic flight, one accident, and the crown could be handed to the very couple who famously walked away from royal duty, Harry and Meghan. I wish someone had warned me, Charles is said to have thought, facing a dilemma with no easy answer.
Well-meaning advice. In early 2024, Charles was horrified to learn that William had flown his entire family in his helicopter, a habit that had already alarmed the late Queen.
The conflict centers on William's love of helicopters. Far from a glamorous pastime, palace insiders call them the flying nightmare. Every time William boards with Kate and the children, tension spikes. They warn that this one habit could alter the monarchy overnight. While William often appears calm in public, sources describe a man who can be difficult to manage behind closed doors. Charles has repeatedly pleaded with him, not once, not twice, but dozens of times, urging him to reconsider flying with the entire family. The message has always been clear. One misstep, and the line of succession could vanish in an instant. This fear isn't unfounded. History has shown how quickly tragedy can strike. The royal family has endured aviation disasters before, and Charles knows too well the fragility of life at the top. Earlier this year, tensions boiled over. After another family helicopter trip, Charles demanded William sign a formal acknowledgement of the risks. William refused flat out. Sir Mike Stevens, the king's aide, had to deliver the request personally. William's cold, dismissive reaction reportedly stunned the palace, leaving aides anxious and alarmed. By early 2024, it wasn't just a warning anymore. William's insistence on flying with his family had already alarmed the late Queen, and now Charles saw it as a direct threat. To him, this wasn't just about a flight. It was about loyalty, duty, and safeguarding the future of the crown. In his mind, William's defiance had made a King Harry and Queen Meghan scenario a frightening reality. When father and son finally confronted each other, it erupted into a royal meltdown. Charles reportedly exploded, his voice trembling with fury and fear, demanding to know why William ignored repeated warnings. William, unflinching, accused his father of overreacting, of living in fear. To Charles, it was a dagger to the heart. Witnesses say the king, for perhaps the first time in years, let the polished royal mask slip. He slammed his hand on the desk, declaring William had forgotten what it meant to be heir. William's retort? He was no child to be lectured by a paranoid monarch. The exchange reportedly left Charles silent, but seething. Since then, the palace has never been the same. Tension reportedly reached dangerous levels. What should have been a private warning became a battle of egos, with insiders warning that the monarchy itself could be at risk. Every royal fears the unthinkable. A single helicopter crash could instantly place the throne in the hands of Harry and Meghan. Charles reportedly mutters to himself, pacing the halls, "Can you imagine that circus?" Even Kate, caught in the middle, struggles with the anxiety this situation brings. She has reportedly urged William to compromise, perhaps travel separately sometimes, but his legendary pride only makes him dig in deeper. The shadow of Princess Diana looms large. Charles's fears aren't just political, they are intensely personal. Every helicopter flight echoes memories of Diana's tragic 1997 accident, triggering a visceral panic in the king. The generational divide is stark. The younger royals crave freedom and normalcy. The older generation clings to control and legacy. And in this clash, helicopters have become symbols of power, fear, and tension. Meanwhile, Harry watches quietly. Every headline about helicopter drama increases his relevance, and Meghan, insiders say, is acutely aware. The thought of her returning to Buckingham Palace as queen reportedly sends literal shivers through Charles. Staff describe the palace atmosphere as combustible. Every trip by the Wales family triggers emergency protocols. Advisors divided between letting William live freely or warning that he's gambling with the monarchy itself. Charles's recent health struggles have only intensified the rift, with reports suggesting he no longer trusts William's judgment. Behind the public smiles, the truth is stark. Chaos, fear, and resentment dominate palace life. The next major crisis could decide not only who wears the crown, but whether it survives at all. As of late 2025, the helicopter debate remains unresolved. For Charles, every rotor turning is more than machinery. It's a reminder of past tragedy, the weight of a dynasty's future, and the unspoken nightmare. The throne could, against all odds, fall into hands he never imagined. The monarchy has weathered storms before, but this might be the one that truly tests its survival.